which would you hire? Definitely you will go for the one that is able to do something so that whatever training you are giving, you're not going to start from the scratch or afresh. Okay? Thank you very much. Yes, my civil officer is more okay, the one that can do something, definitely. And then here is an opportunity for me to also share this with you. I always tell people, especially for fresh graduates, what you lack in experience, make it up with qualification. What did I say? Who can type what I just said? Or just unmute and repeat what I said?
What you lack in experience, make it up with qualification.
Exactly. What you don't have in terms of experience, get some qualifications on that. Thank you, Abdullahi. Make it up with qualifications. What does that mean? There are so many free courses online. So many. There are courses you can even finish in one hour. Just 1 hour. Thank you so much, Michael. Just 1 hour. What is your excuse to say, oh, I finished school for the past 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, but I've not gotten a job? And then when somebody asks you, let me see your CV only has your degree and maybe computer school, and that's all. There is no other qualification like courses on this, courses on that. You know, we kept saying capacity building, capacity building. I will always hire someone that shows they are very keen on personal development, which means when they get to my company, they will not remain the way they are, they will keep growing. Okay? So that is going to demonstrate to any recruiter that you are someone who values continuous growth. You get my point? All right. So let me go on with my slide. Please let me know if the slide has moved so that I will not go on speaking alone. Uh, oh yeah, good. So it's moved. Um, sorry. Yes, okay, that's good. I saw a message. You know, when you're presenting, sometimes you won't see what's happening in the group. So I'm trying to use the two screens to see what you're saying so I don't go too far. Job market analysis. Now, I just put this together to just help you understand. We just talked about making sure what you learn, what you lack in terms of experience, you are able to make up using qualification. That's just because you're trying to enter the job market. You're trying to get into that role that you have identified and you want to get into. So there's a group activity here. I would like you to name at least one job role, new name of a new position you have seen or you think that AI has created. This question is trying to see that you are following the trend. Before now, these jobs do not exist. But now I'm beginning to see the vacancies on this kind of job. Please drop in the chat. Even if it's one person, I will continue from there. I just want to see vibe coders. Thank you, Mr. Sal. Okay. Maybe one more person. I know Sal is already in the tech space, so I would like another person. AI automation. Okay, I don't know where Elizabeth is. So these are skills that are coming up. And believe me, some of even those who study computer science, you might be surprised to see that these things are not taught in school. Am I right? AI training, automation. Mr. Sal, are these things taught in school now, even if you get admission for computer science?
No, they are not taught in school yet.
They are not, which means this is your responsibility to learn. Your degree will not give you this. Do you want to matter humanitarian aid? Oh, nice, Samsu. Thank you. Do you want to matter in the world of work? Your degree is not enough. Your HND, your diploma, whatever you studied, whatever school you went to, it's not enough. You have to go out of your way to learn and position yourself to thrive in this job market that this new whatever that is coming. So industry changes. We are also seeing that there are new in-demand skills. We are also seeing growth opportunities coming in. Personally, I studied literature in English, like I said earlier, but I was a pharmaceutical sales rep. I was a research consultant. I was also a public health consultant. I now went into social behavior change communication. I was a marketing executive, and currently I'm an education professional or expert because in terms of my work. And recently I applied for a job for a digital program manager for AI transformation. How is that related to literature in English? No way. But I get these roles because I'm able to demonstrate that I went out of my way to learn them. I hope this example helps some of us to know that you have to do extra to get that extra. I like that line. Okay, so career growth. Okay, thank you. I'm just looking at, okay, humanitarian, absolutely, indeed. Okay, thank you very much. I'm just looking at the some of the messages in the chat. So career growth map structure. You have to be, after this session, I will be sharing with you what a session called the 4 levels of value. But then before we go into the 4 levels of value that helps you to identify where you belong in the career space, you have to know that in terms of growth, 0 to 2 years, you are still at the junior or entry level, right? When you have worked for like 3 to 5 years, we are already seeing you as a mid-level professional, meaning you can independently do some of the work without somebody showing you how to do it. And if I hire you and you tell me you have 3 to 5 years, but everything you do, I must show you how to do it, that means you have not grown. You are still at the junior level. At the end of the day, I might not even promote you, or I will just drop you at the end of the day. Senior level from 6 to 10 years, this is not cast on stone. Some people grow every year, they change their position. I'm just giving you like a rough estimate, okay? 6 to 10 years, you're already looking at strategic thinking. What is strategic thinking? What do I need to do? All the things that I need to do so that I get a particular outcome. If I put onion, pepper, salt, and whatever inside my egg and I whisk and I put some oil on the frying pan and pour the egg, I get omelette. So that's strategic thinking. You know what and what and what to bring together to give you a particular result. I'm just giving you this crazy example, but in terms of jobs, okay, I need to go to SUBEP to get approval. I need to meet with the director of schools to identify the schools we need to work with. I need to prepare a visit plan. I need to work with my team to do a budget for the visit plan. I need to get the budget approved. I need to know which school I will go day 1, day 2, day 3. That is for a field manager, someone who is responsible for managing, let's say, an education program that involves the government and a number of schools. You see, strategic thinking, ability to know what and what and what you need to do to give you a particular result. So by this time, in terms of the job you are hired for, you're already doing a lot of strategic thinking. Cross-functional leadership, meaning you are able to manage people in different departments. You're able to work with people and know what they need to do, and even complex problem solving, and then the managing director and all of that. So I'm moving to the next slide. Please just indicate if the slide has moved, so that we will all go together. Thanks, Adamu. The slide has moved, right? Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we are looking at the career development framework, like I mentioned. Here, you will understand the 4 levels of professional growth and skills development. And down there, you see 4 of them: the implementation, the unification, the communication, and the imagination. And I will explain further. Now, can you all see the next slide? There is a guy called Myron Golden. So Myron Golden was able to break the entire workspace, the entire career space into these 4 levels and say, wherever you are at work in your career, you will fall within these 4 levels. And for me, I would also say this will also help you to know how to prepare for career growth in any sector you find yourself. Have you seen people who have spent like 5 to 10 years on one position? I'm not talking about government work. I know in the government, because of the number of people they hire, the growth is not happening a lot, but probably in the private sector, where you know opportunities are there to grow. Others are growing, but there's this one person that has been on a position for 5, 10 years. How many of you have seen that? They are not promoted and they are just there. Just give me a thumbs up if you have seen that before. Yeah, so that is possible and that is happening, right? So we will go through some of the reasons. So at the implementation stage, you will see that at this stage, we talked about the entry level, junior level. You are paid for the time you work. They say, okay, we pay you per hour. We pay you at the end of the month. Whether you're bringing value, whether you're doing a lot, whether you're doing less, your pay is dependent on the time you work. And then you get paid for what you do and how fast you do it. At this level, your value depends on effort and the hours you do the work. So for example, a bricklayer, you know how they pay bricklayers, for example, per day? Maybe not bricklayer, maybe you're even another one. I can't remember a good example now, but let's stick with the bricklayer. You hear that they say, oh, they pay them maybe 2,000 a day, 1,500 a day. I once did that kind of job. I remember then it was 500 naira a day. Yeah. So whether you lay 500 blocks and somebody laid only 30 blocks, except if the manager on the site wants to pay differently, but you are all paid for the fact that you worked a full day and this. And if they pay you per block, they are also going to say, okay, because you laid 500 blocks, your pay is multiplied by the number of blocks you have laid. You see that kind of level. Even in the office, there are people whose work is like that. If you miss 1 day or 2 day, you will hear things like, we are going to remove it from your salary. So they divide your salary by the number of days you came to work. Second level, unification. This time around, you're not the one making things happen. You're not the one doing the work. You are the one that is making sure that the people who are hired to do the work are doing the work well. Here you will see that you manage people who do the work. So this time around, they are not looking at the number of hours, they are not looking at the number of days you worked, they're looking at output. Are you able to create order? You are able to delegate tasks. You are able to ensure delivery. That is the output I'm talking about. If you are managing the building, let's still go to the bricklayer and the building. I am thinking by the end of the week, we have reached lintel level, but I'm seeing that we are still at foundation. How did you manage the workers that they were not able to get to where you told me you will get to? So as a unification, level person, they are looking at the result you produce, not the amount of work or who does that. That is what they check. So I will not dwell here more. You can also read it even in the resources we have shared. But then I will go straight into how I broke it down. The implementation stage, you have mastered the skills, the technical skills. If you are a teacher, you know how to manage your class and deliver, follow the processes of lesson planning, and you deliver very quality work consistently. The skills that you need to deliver here is the key skills to develop here is technical proficiency. Then at the unification stage, you see coordination of teams, just like I said before, right? Then for communication, you also see that you are able to communicate vision. These are the level of either lead, coordinator, director, head of something. You have this big vision. We want to send a rocket to space and reuse the rocket, bring back the rocket and use it again. For example, that was what Elon Musk did. Before now, if you send a rocket to space, you can't use it again. You have to create another rocket. So from the communication stage, you have the ability to share that vision with the team. Align stakeholders. When we talk about stakeholders, you are bringing the relevant people that are needed to make that thing happen. And then you are able to identify and drive strategic work. When I talked about strategy earlier, right? Knowing what and what and what and what to put together to give you a result. So you are able to now say, okay, we need an engineer for this, we need a designer for this, we need a programmer to program the whatever, we need ABCD. We also need maybe a comms person to be telling the world about what we are doing. You see, you are at that director level. This level focuses on strategic thinking, stakeholder management, and is able to articulate the mission that is able to drive organizational success. These are all big language. But it means the owner of the organization can even leave the company in your hands and you are able to do it well. You are at that level that the managers or the MD can say, oh, I know you can handle this. We just need to make sure the governor has this at the end of the month. So just go ahead and work with your team. I know you can do it. This is what we are talking about. You need to, when you are looking at those kind of positions, those kind of jobs that you do this, that people can say, oh, I know you can do it. Just go and do it. Work, hire the right people, work with the budget. I just need a report at the end of the day. This is what we're talking about. Then the imagination and idea stage. Maybe you are like Mark Zuckerberg that will sit down and say, imagine we have a platform where people can interact online and put their faces and put whatever. Let's call it Facebook. You're able to create new value through innovative and entrepreneurial thinking. Like the product Mr. Sal and his team have put together. We want to create a platform where learners can come, interact, and learn better. That is idea, that is imagination. So what I would like to say here is that whether you are at the implementation stage, which is level 1, or the unification stage, which is level 2, or you are at the communication stage, you can all create innovative ideas. Someone who is a bricklayer can think of a machine that helps bricklayers to work faster, and he will design it, and he may get funding, and he can put that machine out and start a company. So imagination and ideas and thinking are not level specific. You don't have to be a director or general manager before you can create ideas and think. This cuts across. But those people who have been able to put out an idea and build a robust company, this is the level I'm talking about. Okay. So these are founders, visionaries. They operate at this level. Okay. All right. Here I would like to give room for quick questions. I know we are already very far out of time. That's why I kept running and rushing to cover. So if you have any question, please feel free to do a thumbs up and or raise your hand and we call you, or just unmute and speak. If some part of what I shared is not clear, you can also tell me. I can quickly repeat that. Also, if you want me to emphasize on something more, or you have a question in relation to what I talked about, to help you bring it home, to help you personalize the knowledge I'm sharing, please feel free to ask. Go ahead. If you don't ask, I will ask my own questions and I'll call names. I'm a teacher, so I'm good at that. Okay, Sadiq Mohammed, have you been following? Nathan Latte, is it Latte or Latte? Have you been following? Do you have any question for me?
Yes, I have been following. I don't have a question for you.
All right, thank you, Nathan.
You're welcome, sir.
All right, Adamu Usman, any question for me? Are you clear up to now, or you need some clarification? Feel free.
No, sir, I'm not cursing you. I'm interested about what you have taught us.
Okay, thank you. Edidion, what do you think? How is this shaping how you look at the workspace?
Hello, sir. A quick one.
Okay, go ahead,
Just
Nathan.
yes. You see, with someone who is now trying to find his or her feet in terms of trying to know the sort of career path to choose. What then do you do? Because in all the levels you have mentioned, they are very key things, but still the person is not able to navigate the right path. Everything that he or she seems to do is in a dilemma. How do you get to that recognition that I want to be on this path?
Okay. When I started, I talked about the fact that I'm building on the last session. How many of you are able to answer this question that Mr. Nathan has asked, building on the session we did last with Inzas? Quickly, so that we can quickly run through that. I will make additions, so just give an attempt. Suraya, were you here last week for the goal setting and capacity gap analysis? Okay, let me look for another one. Michael Sumoni, were you here last week? Please, can you ask your question again? Okay, Mohammed Sal. Okay, the question the person asked was, these 4 levels we talked about just now, what if this person has been in a dilemma, not really knowing even what career path to take or how to even get and navigate the world of work, to even know where to find themselves in these 4 levels. The person has not even gotten into these 4 levels. He's trying to get into the world of work and doesn't have clarity, does not even know where to follow. Do I enter bus? Do I fly? Do I take the train? They are still not clear about what to do. So that's the question, right, Mr. Nathan?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. I think I understand his question. So, Mr. Sal? Oh, yeah, Michael Sumnami has answered. Would you like to just briefly share from what we learned last week and connect to this question? Then I will now add mine. Go ahead, Michael. Who will who would like to try? Okay. In the last session, we were looking at, we started with career tests, Mr. Nathan. Sometimes if you don't even know what you want to do, you are just not sure. What do I even do? Even though I studied this, but I need to know how to break into the market. So there's a very simple tool. I think test 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3 test. I can't remember the name now. You answer a few questions, and the result will come out to show you based on your personality. These are the kind of career you can take. 1. 2, before then, you would also be able to say, so for me, what 3 career goals do I have? I want to be a pilot. I want to be an engineer. I want to also manage projects. I want to be a project manager. Then you have these 3. Then we went ahead to also say, go and look for vacancies on this job. Thank you so much, Keziah. Go and look for vacancies across these 3 goals that you have identified. Then you see all the skills that the vacancies are asking. If you want to do this job or this vacancy we've put out, we need people with ABCD skills. You begin to see, oh, if I'm going to do career goal 1, this is what I need to do. But then I jumped a step. The step is, these 3 career goals you've selected, are they reflecting in the career test you did? Is this confirming to you? Oh yeah, even the career test I did confirm that one of these 3 is what I'm good at. Because you don't know what you want to do, right? You're not still sure. So these tools will help. Then if you identify that, then you go into looking at different vacancies for that kind of job. Then you look at the requirements, just like we did with that vacancy in the previous slide, right? A few slides previously. Then you begin to see, oh, they need this, they need this, they need this. Then you list them out. Then you sincerely ask yourself, can I do A? Can I do this? Can I do this? The ones you know you cannot do, that is already showing you where to start building capacity on. This is how I'm supposed to grow in that direction. Very simple. You don't need to start thinking in a very scientific manner. No, just take these few steps. Yeah, you chose 3 goals, you did a test, and the test has confirmed 1 or 2 or 3. Look at the vacancies and see, what capacity do I have? Then you build on it. The ones you don't have, start learning. After a short period of time, you find out that you are ready for the role. Thank you, Nzas. Nzas has put the career test link in the group. So if you've not done it before, please try to do. Then, by the time you now find yourself in a job, you begin to look at these 4 levels of value that I shared. Are you in the first level, second level, 3, or 4? Implementation, unification, communication, and the idea stage. Mr. Nathan, has this answered your question?
Yes, please, it has. Thank you.
Yeah, so it just needs practice. Don't get scared. All these things need practice. They say practice makes perfect, right? If you don't practice, you will not grow. If you don't build capacity, you will not grow. So for some of you who are already working, how many of you are working here? Just give me a thumbs up, or you just raise your hands. You have a job somewhere you're doing. Okay, thanks, Nathan. When you look at that 4 levels, where do you think you belong? Maybe if you feel okay to share.
Nathan, again, for me, I fall between the last 2 levels. That is communication and imagination and ideas, because the work I do is within the creative industry. So these are
Perfect.
where what really puts food on my table.
Perfect. The first time I came across these 4 levels of value, when I looked at it sincerely, I saw that I was at the lowest level, implementation level. So I looked, the next level, what do they need to do? If I am in the next level, what kind of skills do I need to have? I'm able to manage people. I'm able to organize, I'm able to inspire, I'm able to take, when they say, who will help us organize this? You're always ready. You are demonstrating. So the moment I saw that I was at the lowest level. I started building myself. I started going in the direction. I remember I went to Abuja for a project management training, and I was the only one in the class. I sat through that class till the end because I needed to become a project manager. I needed to be able to manage things. Because I didn't know before that why I'm not getting promotion was because I didn't know how to manage anything. I was just implementing. If they say, who can sweep very well? Oh, if you give Alex this place to sweep, you can even eat on the floor. But if you ask Alex to coordinate 500 people who will sweep in different places, he will not be able to do that. How many of you have seen the difference now? Hello? You can please respond so I know I'm not alone. You've seen the difference between implementer and the unification stage. One, you are very good at doing it. Two, you can put people together to do it and you can demonstrate it. That is unification stage. Thank you, Salamatu. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Keziah. All right, so I move towards the end now. So we've talked about the 4 levels of value. Now we will just quickly look at the fact that, okay, you now got the job. You now have a map of how to grow in your head. Your growth will always be within those 4 levels we talked about. Don't forget. So now you get the job. Maybe you are at the implementation stage. So let's look at some things. How many of you can see I'm at the SHE framework now? Just give me a thumbs up to know that you're all seeing the slides where I am going to speak on. Quickly, please. Yeah, thank you very much. All right, so here, briefly, the SHE framework means the S, seen, be seen. Make your presence and contributions known through consistent engagement and quality work. Let them say, if you give Alex this work, Alex is always delivering very quality work. We need somebody to go and represent us on a new partnership with the Kaduna State government. Who do you think they will select immediately? They will select that person that has been giving quality and consistent delivery. For example, you produce high quality work that speak for itself. No, I don't want to give Alex this work because Alex will not do a good job. I would rather give Keziah. Keziah is always giving me the kind of result I want. Then the H is be heard. Share your ideas and expertise confidently. Sir, I think if we start using mopping stick, we can clean more houses faster than using that rag that we bend down with the rag to clean the floor. It's making the delivery slower. If we're supposed to finish cleaning one house in 1 hour, sometimes we take 1.5 hours. We can cut down that time if we buy mopping stick where you're just standing and mopping. So if you work for a cleaning company and you tell your boss this will position you as a valuable voice in your area of expertise. You're able to show that you are looking at the problem and you are able to think of a solution. Remember, we are saying now you have a job. How do you behave as a staff in a company? So we already started, okay? You need to give quality delivery so that they see you. There are people that you'll be like, oh, I don't even know that you are at work today. You are very hidden. Whenever they are looking for people to work, you hide behind someone. No, you won't grow like that. The next one is the E, letter E, from the SHE, right? Leave a lasting experience. Create positive, memorable impressions through exceptional results. So it's almost similar to the scene. Okay? Yeah, so your delivery is always exceeding what I know. One day they will have a meeting and say, Mr. Sal is not supposed to be in that position. Mr. Sal is way above his colleagues in the office. Let's give him the role of coordinating and managing these people, and link that up to the implementation to the 4 levels of value. You'll see that you must have been demonstrating the ability to coordinate people. If they say he's very good at his job, but he's very bad with working with people, he can't coordinate. The last time we asked him to lead a meeting, he couldn't even coordinate a meeting. Talk more of coordinating a team. Your bosses are seeing these things. Sometimes your promotion is discussed on the table, and that's how you grow. Okay? Very unfortunately, my phone is getting low, shut down, any attendance. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so the WeCare team will attend to that. I'm going towards the last slide now, which is my thank you page. And this is it. As you evolve, as you grow in your work, at work, please always have it in mind that the market will always change. In one of the sessions, we talked about some of the new career paths or roles, job roles that are coming out because of technology. When I say market, I mean the entire world of work. Wherever you work, wherever company you work with, if you work with the government, whatever. Even if you work with the government, another president or governor or whoever will come and bring new ways or ideas of doing things. So changes will always happen. You should repeatedly move. Don't stay in one place. We've taught you how to do self-assessment, right? And simple. You don't need any. Just look for vacancies, different vacancies of the kind of role you want to see yourself doing, and look at them and see which one do I know how to do. Because when you analyze the job vacancies, it tells you the direction that the market is going towards. You might be here as a local champion, you are doing, but the world is moving very fast. If you are consistently looking at vacancies to see, many employers are looking for ABC, and I don't know how to do them. I need to do it. I was speaking to somebody this morning, and I told the person is based in Abuja, and the person is an education project manager or program manager. And I told the person is out of work for some time now. So I said, now that you're not actively working, go to Alliance Française. All this French, it's a French school by the French government. It's in Kaduna, Abuja, Kano, I think Jos as well, because I visited that one in Jos. I told him, go and learn French. There are some jobs that will require somebody that can manage projects in Nigeria, Benin Republic, Cote d'Ivoire, all these French-speaking countries. You would be able to get attracted to some of those kind of roles. So these are the kind of changes. They want people who can speak more than one languages. For me, I was a student at Alliance Française. Part of the roles, part of the requirements that brought me here to Kenya was that, one, I have managed projects in more than 3 countries, which I did. 2, I can speak at least 2 international languages, which is English and French. My very first job in the NGO space, I was Hausa Literacy Content and Training Associate. So Akado came in as the Hausa content developer and trainer, and I did that for 3 years in Kano. At some point, they were calling me Jakin Kano and all of that. So some of these things you need to begin to explore and grow in that direction, okay? So you explore, you take action, and then you excel on the job. These are the things we covered today. I know they might be a bit high level since some of you are just about to get into the career space. So I gave you like the entire script for your career journey. I noticed we started recording it. So you can go through the recording again, go through the slides. If you have any question, please reach out to the WeCare team if they need us to answer or get back to you on anything. we are happy to engage and answer any of the questions you have. And I would like to end by apologizing for taking 30 minutes extra. Basically, we started that late. So thank you all for your active participation. And I hope this has been very, very engaging for all of you. So as I go, I would just like to have a quick feedback from 2 or 3 persons. What stood out for you in this session? What is one takeaway for you? Just drop it in the chat and say, for me, this is one thing that stood out for me in this session today. And I'm sure it's going to help me as I go on with my career. All right, let's engage. We are about 29. So if I just say only 3, I just need to see 3 people share with me what they took out of the session today in the chat, and I'm happy to drop. If you want to speak, you can also unmute and speak.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Good
Good morning.
afternoon.
Good morning. Thank you
Yes,
so much. An
you're
awesome
welcome.
session. Really enjoyed it. So for me, what I learned is as humans, you don't get to be let me use the word stagnant because the world is changing. So if you learned a skill that was very much in demand, say 10 years ago, and today there are newer skills, and you need to keep up with time so that you can be relevant in the professional world.
I like
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Any other person? Any other? Keziah? Any key takeaway for you? Is Keziah with us? Grace Babangida? Any key takeaway for you from this session?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Exactly the what do we call it? The hard between and
Yeah, the SHE framework, right? Ensuring that you
yes,
are not just a
that's what I
quiet nobody in the office, but your delivery is speaking for you and people can always rely on you. I think that's just what that session is about. Thank you, Keziah. One more person, and then I yield the floor. Sumaya, any key takeaway? I see that we have more females giving feedback. Any other male?
yeah,
Okay, go ahead,
but
Sumaya.
I think my takeaway here is working together helps projects get done faster and more efficiently. That's what I learned so far. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, I have my 3 people. I yield the floor over to the WeCare team. And thank you all for attending. It started on a rough, whatever, and threw us off a bit, but at least we were able to cover something. Thank you. Over.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alex, and sincere apologies for the issues we had today. After I'd set up the meeting, I didn't know the plan of my network provider. I really struggled a lot before I could later join the meeting and be stable with it. So thank you so much for making it work, sir. And thank you so much, Mohammed, sir, of Koatu, for making it work. All right, so our executive director is on the call as well, so she would like to address us.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Good
Welcome,
afternoon.
Hajia.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. Nice to be here with you.
Thank you so much, Hajia.
Good afternoon, everyone. I guess it's afternoon wherever that we are joining this call from. So let me begin by really appreciating you, Mr. Alex, for today's masterclass. And I saw that Ajibola posted on the platform, I think a few days ago, and reminded the participants that this is definitely going to be one of the sessions they wouldn't want to miss. And I told myself that I will also try as much as possible to join. Unfortunately, I am a little bit far away, and I've been joining all the sessions. This today, I think I joined a bit late, but honestly, I have also learned. At a point, I wanted to your question, but I said, "Oh, I have access to Mr. Alex every now and then. I can reach out." So thank you so much for this wonderful, amazing session under the We Care Leadership and Impact Mentorship Program. At We Care, we believe mentorship is not just about guiding people. It is about opening doors, expanding our perspectives, and helping our young professionals navigate the journey between aspiration and meaningful impact generally. So this topic that Mr. Alex actually treated, career choices and positioning oneself for the right opportunities, is incredibly important. I cannot tell you why it is important, the need for this very topic. Honestly, you really need it. And that's why we were so happy and very much interested in delivering this topic by a mastermind, someone that we have known for quite a long time. I have met Mr. Alex always as an expert. I can't tell you how his career started, but I know I met him on a decision table while he was making impact for a whole state, if not a region. And I will say that from the first day that we met, I knew that this is someone with impact, this is someone with focus, this is someone with determination. And that's all I needed to have an ally. For me, whatever that I do, I'm always keen and interested in outcomes, and outcomes should be of impact. I remember him briefing me about the things that they're doing in Bauchi, particularly a local government that I find it very close to my heart because of some of the challenges that they're having around education. And interestingly, he was the only person that actually spoke perspective that I was looking at it. A lot of people will tell me their own version, but it was not really resonating with me. When Mr. Alex spoke, I knew that he's the right person. So it was an opportunity for us working together. And today, I would say that it's an opportunity for all of you to listen to this mastermind. I would like to remind us that Tesala and We Care are doing this project together. So this is to say that this is not only We Care's project. When you speak of WeLimp, that is We Care Leadership and Impact Mentorship Program, you're speaking about a program put forward by three powerful partners: We Care, Tesala, and Cohorto. And we couldn't have done this far without the help and support of our key partner, Tesala, which is being headed by Mr. Alex. So on behalf of We Care Center for Community Awareness and Empowerment Initiative, I want to sincerely appreciate you, Mr. Alex. You joined us from Kenya. I don't know whether you have noticed that he actually took his time. We might have time difference. I am joining from somewhere else, but Mr. Alex joined us from Kenya. This is to show how importance he actually accorded to this program. One of our key partners also, like I said, in this mentorship program. So we are able to bring global insights, practical experience from the best that we have known, and cross-country learning into this program. This is a success for us. So to our participants, I encourage you to always listen attentively, to engage actively, and to take this opportunity very seriously. We started on a very good note. I was looking forward to having more of our members join this meeting. I think when we started, we were having like 50, 40 members. Today, I am seeing 31, and now we have 28. I don't know whether it is the season, as we are probably in the Ramadan. I have seen how so many projects actually halted, but then we continued because we wouldn't want anything to interfere. And if Ramadan is teaching us anything, it is resilience, it is consistency, it is believing in ourselves, it is believing in God and putting in our best. So why halt on our career when we can actually use the opportunity to learn and submit everything to God? That's why we did not actually halt on the activities of WeLimp. So please, apologies if you think we need to have this time as a break. No, we thought we should continue. Probably around the Eid period we can have a break, but then we don't have to go just mute, because we are also willingly, voluntarily worshiping our God. This is just why we could not halt. So before we also conclude, I ask that I want to speak. One, to appreciate really Mr. Alex. Second, to also forward few of my observations and a little nudge to our participants. Kindly, please, and please ensure that you are very much active in these classes, in these master classes. I know that we have some issues with our mentorship sessions, which we're trying to resolve, but the master classes actually are the thing for this fellowship. And then the other components, which include the mentorship, which include the capstone. Also, thank you so much to so many of you that have already submitted a whole proposal for their capstone. I've also noticed some of you that are submitted topics. Bravo, at least we are starting on a very good footage. So I just want to remind us that this is very important. And honestly, we are definitely taking into account participation. And we're not just having people join and just blank and continue their own activities and be counted as someone that have joined actively. No. We are taking note of those that are participating actively in this program, and these are the ones that will be recognized. And believe me, you wouldn't want to just get a certificate for the sake of certificate. What we're giving you is first-hand experience, something that you will not get ordinarily on the streets, or maybe just because you are interacting with people out there. You need a structured learning, a structured mentorship, a structured sharing of experience from people that have first-hand experience. We're tired of theory. That's what we're saying. We're tired of, oh, I have finished school, I have gotten this and that, but then I don't know what awaits outside the school. That's why we're introducing this. I know that talking about career, for some of you that are still in the university, might find it a little bit probably something that, oh, they are not really aware of. But I think this is the thing. At least you're being exposed to this before you are even venturing into it. So this is the thing for us as far as we're concerned in WeLimp, and it is relevant. Believe me, you will find it very handy. So please and please take advantage of this program. Be active, be encouraged to continue. Sometimes we start things that we wouldn't know where it's leading us, and then you don't realize that God is preparing you that through that thing. I have, maybe when it is my session, I will share how I've been able to do so many little things. Without my knowledge, God was preparing me for better opportunities, bigger roles, bigger spaces. And those little spaces, little opportunities were the ones that actually prepared me without my knowledge. So please don't misuse this opportunity. Take advantage of it. Use it to the maximum. You wouldn't know where it is leading us. And that takes me to the next announcement that I wanted to share. If you remember, we said that we're definitely going to share data to participants. And then we had challenges. Number one, we had people that were joining and then they joined for the sake of it. First week, people dropped tremendously in the second week. And we thought, okay, so had it been we shared the data for all the participants, the 50 people, more than 50 people actually that shared their contacts with us, it would have been that, okay, people just got data and will not be joining again. So we said, okay, let's censor. Let's take ourselves through the first, second, and third sessions. And this is where it now happened. We saw the number drop, continuously dropping. So it means that we are still stuck to the fact that people are always looking out for opportunities for the small token that they will get, not the impact. And that's not the kind of leaders we want to encourage. If you're going through the WeLimp, we want you to do this in your own accord. No one is forcing you to do this program. You are doing it because you believe you have all it takes to lead, to impact, to also bring change in your community, in your society, to also be part of the change makers, the global change makers. We also translate good things in your own society through your own impact, through your skills, through your capacity, through your learning, through little contributions that you can, not because someone is actually forcing you to. And that's why we said, definitely we need this project. We need to emphasize that people should do that out of their own accord. And so the little token we're given, we said, okay, let's hold on it. Let's see how far it's going. Let's see the most active people that are really happy about this and are doing it for the sake of advancing their career, advancing their personality brand, advancing whatsoever reason that made you to join this program. And that's why we did not continue with that. And definitely we are taking it. We did not forget. It is part of the accountability checks we'll be using to ensure that we have active participants that will be graduating from WeLimp. I'm happy to also share that our leadership conference is definitely going to be a big hit. It's no more about just WeCare hosting this. It's definitely going to be hosted by a state government with partnership with a state government and some key institutions. Now, imagine starting this program and dropping out because of lack of active participation. And then when we're doing this, we have the opportunity to invite in our keynote speakers or masterclass speakers to be one-on-one with you. We have the backing of institutions and governments, and you are no more part of something that you have started, probably invested maybe 40% of your energy, and then boom, you are not part of it. How does that even sound? So this is just like an invitation for you to be active, to also continue. Everything good is definitely difficult to attend. If you think that you just come and join a program and get it on a platter of gold, I'm sorry. Remember our first class, I said this will definitely challenge you. So sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm tired, I don't want to join. Please force yourself to join, because it is the other part of you, the imposter syndrome probably, that is telling you, you don't need this, please slow down, or this. No, there is no slowing down when, as far as career is concerned. Sometimes you wake up, every now and then I wake up, I want to do something. Wallahi, my other part, maybe my body, maybe my mind, maybe something else is telling me, take a break, Jamila. But then every time I challenge myself to continue, and it is yielding positive results for me. Most times I would say, had it been I have slowed down, what would have happened? So please and please take advantage of the opportunity. Be active on this program. And on this note, I'd like to say that by next week, I definitely know that we're supposed to have a break, probably because of Eid and some other festive seasons that comes along. So We Care We Care team will be sharing insights or announcements on this. I just want to say that, please, when we have the break, as you're coming back, ensure that you're coming well kitted. Ensure that you're coming for more impact and for positive participation, active participation. And on this note, I would like us to do a little exercise, please, just so that as I'm here, I'm praying for all of us. I want to be sure that we did not start this, we did not invest this precious time, precious effort, precious program on nothing. I just want us to on our cameras, please, even if it is for just 2 seconds. We are not looking at your background or anything. No, we just want to be sure that members are with us. We are not speaking to robots. We are not speaking to gadgets, because sometimes when they are calling out the names and people are not responding, I get worried. I say to myself, are people really, really with us? So on the count of 5, please let's all put on our videos so that we will see that we are definitely together on this call, that people did not just put their gadgets aside, so that when we come back after the break, it is definitely going to be active participation with people, not ghosts. So please, on the count of probably 5, I don't know if you're with me. I'm putting on my camera. Yes, so on the count of Mr. Alex, if you can stop sharing your screen so that we can, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone. So I can see many of us actually. So I don't know if Sukurat Opeyemi. Yes. Beautiful, 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 everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for going this far. You definitely will not regret having your time spent for this program. You can put off your cameras now. At least we're happy to see your beautiful faces, to know that we're not speaking to our gadgets. Over to you, Sakari. Thank you, everyone, for having time and going this far. We definitely will go on break, and this will be announced by the We Care team. Thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you as well. Thanks, everyone,
Thank
and
you.
enjoy the break.
Hmm.
Thank you very much, Ma. So thank you everyone once again. Please make sure to fill the post-test form, because that will serve as the attendance for the day. Please make sure to fill it, please. Please make sure to fill it. I'm going to paste it again so you'll be able to. All right, so thank you everyone. If you have filled the form, you can please drop on the call. Thank you.